The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball and Madison Davis, our intern, and thanks for co-hosting with us today.
Great to be here.
We're looking forward to the show today. Coach Eddie James is here from Franklin County. They're 9-2, and they've got one of the most high-powered offenses in 4A football.
Yes, they're doing great over there.
And we've got a feature. It's on a young lady, Megan Taylor. She's from Paintsville High School. The significance on this young lady leads the nation in kills.
Really great. It's amazing how she's doing.
That's going to be, looking forward to that. Our scholar athletes are from Sayre High School. What a great academic institution it is over at Sayre High School.
Such a great school. Just really amazing over there.
And we're going to talk to some of the girls basketball players. Sutherland Chevrolet is where we're going to find our drive of the week as we head down to Sutherland Chevrolet. And Raylyn Allison is here from UK Sports Medicine. She's going to keep us in the game.
Definitely.
And also, Cole Wilson's going to be with us in the wrap. We're going to talk to Cole about where are they now. We know where they were last year. He was interning on the show. Well, now he's at Georgetown College playing tennis, so we're going to talk to him about that. I always like when the kids come back to the show.
Yeah.
So that means they really liked it. So,
yeah.
And I'm sure Cole, he'll tell us about it. So that's coming up. And you've got the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. These highlights featured by Game Time, and they're brought to you by Central Bank.
We kick off this second round of the playoffs tonight in Class 6A with the rematch between Douglas and Scott County. Now, in its second season as a program, Douglas is 21-3 with 2 of those losses coming to Scott County. The Broncos won the regular season meeting over the Cards 28-10 and enter this game a perfect 11-0. And they were in for an absolute dogfight. Fourth quarter, Broncos down 20-14, and look at DeMarco Fishback. Wow. Up the sideline he goes. He finds Pater, Douglas's first lead of the game at 21-20. But back comes Scott County. Bronson Brown looks to be down, but they say he crosses the line, and they take that 28-21 lead. Late fourth quarter now. Montavion Bean takes the direct snap, reverses field. Most players will be dead in the water, but he's too fast for that. Touchdown Douglas. They go for 2, but they don't get it. And Scott County wins an absolute thriller. 28-27 is your final to advance to the regional final.
Madison Central hosting Tate's Creek in a rematch of a regular season meeting that went to the Indians 33-18. First quarter, Central's Derek Miller throws an interception. Creek's Marcus Bosley with the pick. Second quarter, still scoreless. Tate's Creek's Luke Doobie. He's going to find Miles Thomas. It's 7-zip Commodores. Miller drops back, and he's going to find Ethan Hahn. Hahn gets all the way down to the 1-yard line, but watch this. Coughs up the ball. Bosley gets it, the Creekers, and Madison Central, though, holds on to win 13-10. They will host Cooper in the region final next week.
And welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. Of course, I want to tell you about Roberts Insurance. They're out in Richmond, Kentucky on Main Street. They insure 3/4 of this great state of Kentucky. Roberts Insurance, we thank them for sponsoring the show. Speaking of Frankfort, the capital, Franklin County's here. Coach, thank you for coming in on the show today. And you've got a fine football team this year. As you move to the second round of the playoffs, what was your expectations of this team this year?
We knew we were going to be young coming in, but we got really good leadership in our senior class, and they've stepped up and carried the weight for us. They've worked real hard, and we're trying to build our program. And they've done a good job in my second year of raising the bar, what we expect from them, and it's turned into some wins a little earlier than we thought it might.
Yeah, you're 9-2. That's outstanding.
Tell us who you brought with you today.
So I have our sophomore quarterback, Nick Broyles. He also plays free safety. Senior defensive tackle, Jalen Benson, and then a senior offensive and defensive lineman, Bennett Tate.
Well, Nick, I'm going to start with you. How you doing today? Hope everything's going. Yeah, you're a sophomore quarterback. You're doing real good.
Yes,
you have the keys to a high-powered offense there at Franklin County with the Flyers. How does this feel every week when you go out on the field?
It's fun because, like, I got all these guys that trust me, and then it's just fun. It's especially when you have so many plays going on. It's really fun.
A lot of different parts, aren't there?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jalen, as leader of defense, you have a nose for the football. How did this develop?
It developed young in my high school career. Our defense revolves around everyone doing their job and me playing the 3 technique. My job most of the time leads me to the ball about 85% of the time, so that helps.
Bennett, man, oh man, you're a busy guy out there. 4.2 grade point average. You scored a 31 on the ACT, so congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Because that's going to get you a lot of college notions. How does the academics carry over to the center position you play there?
It actually carries over a lot more than you'd expect, because at the center position I'm kind of expected to help organize and know the different jobs of the different members of the offensive line. And, you know, I kind of use some of that same organization that I would use in the classroom or, you know, in just my studies and that sort of stuff, and kind of try and translate it onto the football field and help these guys learn and just try and teach from the field as like a peer tutor almost.
Well, he may be the quarterback on the football team, but the center is really the quarterback of that offensive line, isn't he, Coach? So you've got a big responsibility out there as well.
We talk all the time about before the snap that there's a lot of things that go on that nobody sees that doesn't watch football. And Bennett and a lot of our other line, Jalen plays offensive line too, they do a great job of communicating before the snap.
Yep.
Coach, what will it take for the Flyers to advance in the playoffs?
We're still young, so to me, we talk to our guys all the time about just staying focused and doing their job with great attitude and great effort. That's what we want to build our program on, and wherever this road goes, I think that'll take us pretty far, and we'll see what we got.
You've always been known for a high-powered offense, a lot of scoring, back to the Ryan Timmons days at Franklin County, and that's something you guys are carrying on there at Franklin County. So kudos to you, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
I know that you had a tough opponent, Wayne County, Friday night, so good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you all.
That's the Franklin County Flyers. They're an outstanding 4A football team, one of the top teams in the state. And now we're going to this feature. It's on Megan Taylor. She's an outstanding volleyball player at Paintsville High School.
As the Paintsville Tigers enter the 15th Region Volleyball Tournament as defending champs, they return senior leader Megan Taylor.
Megan's been a starter for me since her 7th grade year. So, you know, being the 4-year captain, 7-year starter, you know, the girls really rally around her.
Taylor leads the nation in kills with 812 and is 3rd in hitting percentage according to Max Preps. Senior was also named 15th Region Player of the Year.
I've worked really hard to get to this point, and it's an honor to see all the hard work pay off.
While Megan Taylor is self-described as extremely shy, on the court she shows her personality, offering more to the Tigers than just an impressive stats line.
She brings a lot of enthusiasm. I mean, she's so competitive. So, you know, when she gets fired up, the girls get fired up. So I think that's something that you really can't coach. She just has it, and we really feed off of that as a team.
Off the court, Taylor is a straight-A student and a great role model.
Meg's, she's a great player, but she's also a great student athlete. You know, a lot of people look up to her. She does great in the classroom.
Coach Kenner always tells us that academics come first, so we always try our best in the classroom, and it carries onto the court as well.
Taylor will also take other lessons taught to her by Coach Don Kenner to the next level when she plays for Marshall in the fall. While Taylor will be going into her freshman year at the collegiate level, she will still be familiar with the team, much like she was her freshman year of high school.
I play club for River City Thunder, so I'm already really close to all the coaches and players.
Reporting on the Paintsville Tigers, Tommy Poole, WYMT Mountain Sports.
And welcome back into our most popular segment because it highlights boys and girls doing great thing in the classroom. And speaking of classrooms, Sayre High School is the class for these 2 young ladies. And Coach Bart is with us. Thank you all for coming in. Let's start with Maggie, if you don't mind. Can I start with you, Maggie?
Of course.
All right. As you get ready for the upcoming season, you have a 3.6 grade point average, so congratulations for that. That means you're doing it great in the classroom there. What will you work on the most to get optimum performance out of your game?
Mostly just time management. Athletics and academics are really important, and just making sure that you contribute your time and energy to both is really important.
Right.
Melissa, you have a 4.0 class at Sayre. Do the small classes kind of help with like good marks?
Yes, they do. I really like the active classroom where you can communicate with your other classmates, and it really helps me learn and grasp the concepts.
Coach, I'm going to ask you a tough question.
Okay.
How would you describe these young ladies and their role on your Sayre basketball?
What's kind of scary coaching players that you know are a lot smarter than you. You call timeout, you don't know what they're going to talk about.
Yeah.
No, the fact that they're well-rounded young ladies really help our team, with a lot of things because they pick up plays.
Right.
But their personalities, they're fun-loving kids that love the game. They both play different sports, so like I said, they're well-rounded.
Maggie, what do you hope to accomplish this year and beyond?
This year, I think we're taking a step back and just working on fundamentals and skills and really supporting our younger players. We have 2 8th graders and just making sure that, they get the encouragement that they need to make our program good in later years is really important.
You're doing what senior leaders do on basketball teams. You're helping the younger ladies coming up.
And we have no seniors, so
right.
it's
Exactly.
amazing.
It's even
amazing.
better.
It's even
better. Melissa, what will basketball take you? What heights will it take you to in academics?
Well, it's really helped me with my leadership, and I think that that's going to help me get to some of the places I want to be. And I'm really excited to see what the future holds, whether it be in Kentucky or out of state.
Coach, what is the prognosis for these 2 in the team?
Well, we're young. We're real young. As a matter of fact, we got to get signed letters to make sure they can go to away games and stuff. But I think the neat thing is we're just going to take one game at a time, one practice at a time, and try to get better. We are working on fundamentals, like Maggie said. So we hope to just improve every day at practice and let it be fun. But we're going to surprise some people. So it's going to be an interesting but fun year.
Well, Sayre, you guys always have a good basketball team, good athletic program there, good academic, but we want to honor that. Maggie, if you'll pass that down. And you and Melissa both will receive one of those beautiful plaques. Ryan Tyson at Crown Trophy will personalize that for you for no charge. Congratulations. We didn't want you to leave the show without something. So there you go. There's a plaque. And keep up the good work there at Sayre. Good luck this year, Coach.
Thank you very much.
That's the Sayre Spartans. They'll have an outstanding season this year. Now we're going to the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
It's time for the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. Paris and Raceland, first offensive play of the game. Look at Paris go. That's Adam Renfro taking the direct snap, breaking a few tackles, and racing to the end zone. Take another look at it. Takes contact, bounces off a couple of defenders, and somehow breaks free, getting Paris on the board first. However, Raceland would win the game. That's your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back into UK Sports Medicine segment, and welcome into the show, Raylene. How you doing?
Having me. I'm doing well.
We're going to talk about sleep. How much sleep should high school athletes be getting every night to get their optimal performance?
So athletes should be getting around 7 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Especially going to sleep before midnight is key, making sure you get those early hours of sleep. But it's really good for them just to repair their muscles and everything that they've been doing, especially we know a lot of them are also doing school and extracurriculars, so they're overworking themselves usually. So just making sure we get plenty of rest so that they can come back and hit their optimal performance.
How often should high school athletes be resting during athletic practices, training sessions, or like competitions?
Yeah, so we have regulations on what they're supposed to be doing. So every 30 minutes they're supposed to be having a break. That definitely depends on weather and different conditions that's happening. So we all know it's getting a little bit cooler now, so we're not necessarily worried about the heat, but there's a lot less humidity in the air. It can help get a lot of athletes more dehydrated because of that, even if they're inside. And also with the colder conditions, we have athletes who have asthma, things like that, which cold is a trigger for that. And so just making sure that your athletes are getting plenty of rest, water breaks, things like that during their games. Does
the cold weather and the warm weather, does that affect as far as how much hours of sleep you should be getting? Does that affect that?
I don't know so much with that. Maybe if they're, football preseason, 2-a-days, they definitely are going to need some more sleep from things like that.
What are the benefits of rest, especially for high school athletes with injuries?
So same thing as when you're sick. You need to make sure you're getting plenty of sleep because that's when your body spends a lot of its time repairing itself. It's kind of where you get back to that homeostasis, that balance with your chemicals and your hormones and everything else going on in your body to make sure that you're all balanced out and healing as quickly as you can.
Well, let's get the website up there with the phone number. There it is right there, UK Healthcare, the phone number. You got the walk-in clinic every Monday through Friday. And what time does it start?
Opens at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. and that's over on Nicholasville, Harrodsburg Road?
Harrodsburg, yeah.
Yeah, boy, that's a great
at the
facility.
Turfling
That's
Clinic,
a beautiful facility over there.
Beautiful facility.
UK Sports Medicine. Good stuff. You're going to keep us in the game. We appreciate that. That's UK Sports Medicine. We want to thank them for being on. Now we're going to these final highlights. It's the second week of the playoffs, brought to you by Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
And we continue with our highlights outside the city limits in Class 5A rematch between Lincoln County and Pulaski County. Earlier this season, the Maroons won 27-21. The mud was present. Tonight, the outcome means a little bit more, though. Opening kickoff, Darius Napier gets it, breaks a few tackles. He's off to the races, no looking back. It's 6-0 Patriots, but Wiley Kane was dealing. Pulaski up 7-6 now, and Kane puts it right into the end zone. Grant Oakes with the catch over the defender, 13-6 Pulaski County, and the Maroons would go on to get the win, 35-19.
Some of those jerseys way too white. Unbeaten Anderson County hosting Highlands, and it's another mud bath in Lawrenceburg and
Anderson County.
Anderson County up 10-7 in the second. Yeah, he coughs it up. Cooper Schlabach tries to find a hole, he's stripped, and it's Bradley Richardson with the recovery. Bearcats up 3 at the half. Man, oh man, when it's slippery, when it's wet, stuff like that's gonna happen. And Highlands, Ben Sisson is Johnny on the spot. So just fumble after fumble. If you didn't know what happened there, it was a fumble of some sort.
It worked out.
That's your ball game, 14-10. Highlands gets the win.
All right, to Class 4A, Franklin County hosting Wayne County. Flyers up 14-7, second quarter, but the brothers Weaver changes that. That's quarterback Brody Weaver to sibling Aubrey Weaver. 15-yard score. It's tied at 14. Third quarter, the Weaver boys at it again. This time from 38 yards out. Oh, yeah, 21-14, but Franklin County scores 13 unanswered to take it 27-21. They'll play Knox Central in next Friday's region final.
In Class 1A, Frankfort welcoming Ludlow. Panthers quarterback John Tillman looks ready to rock it on Frankfort's opening drive. He is. Tillman keeps it and goes in to put up the Panthers on top, 7-0. Now we jump to the second quarter. Frankfort finds itself trailing by 7, but DeJuan Davis has the remedy and the blockers to take it the distance and tie it at 14 apiece. And Frankfort goes on to win 60-42 and will travel to Beechwood next Friday.
Welcome back in. We're going to wrap it up, of course, our wrap. And with us, Cole Wilson. Where are they now? Well, he's going to tell us where they are now because Cole Wilson's with us. Intern on the show last year from Richmond Model. Did a great job. And this year, what are you doing?
I'm at Georgetown College. I'm a freshman, majoring in healthcare administration and playing tennis.
You're having a good time,
I'm having a great time. Yeah. It's been great so far.
So what do you think benefited you from being on the show previously?
Being on the show, I feel like really opened up a lot of opportunities for me that I didn't really know I had. When I asked Gary to do the show, I always thought things like this were real far away, and to be honest, they're not. You look on TV and it feels like, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get there. But it made me realize that opportunities are there and you don't always see them. And it made me realize that when you capitalize on those opportunities, you're really going to benefit, and I have, so. Well,
you did a great job, too, by the way. You were, when you were on the show, you didn't miss a beat. You were always on time and always did your duties, and kind of like Madison, same thing. Yeah. But we appreciated you having you on the show, and good luck this season in tennis. I know you're going to be playing college tennis, and that's a big step up for you.
Thank you, Gary. We had a good fall at Georgetown. The team's looking good, so hopefully we can do great things and succeed. So.
Cole Wilson, he was an intern with us last year. He's at Georgetown College now. As always, on the Scholastic Ball Report, for those you see and those you don't see.
Keep your eye on Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Panel Swim Shop, VP Rats, PrepSpin.com, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.